Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of the fucking Burton Burger Podcast. Let's go, yo. It's your cuzzies coming back at you with another episode. We are on episode 245. Let that one sink in. 245. That is the number we are on right now. Absolutely. It's crazy, but we're here, we're queer, and ready to drink some beer. I'm your host, Burger, with you as always. And the other one is Bert. He's the B to my B. We are Bert and Burger, just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. All right. Well, we got some cool stuff to chat with you about. Last week, we had the one and only Rio on the podcast. Rio was up last to have on.
Hell yeah.
He still doesn't have a fucking name. He didn't come up with one by the time his episode was up. So Rio Draws is what he's known as in BnB world. And that's his dumbass fault for not coming up with a better goddamn name. So.
Yep. We had the chisel and hammer and we made it official. He didn't want to, so we did.
Yeah. So we'll do the heavy lifting, Rio, but exactly. We do appreciate you coming on, and quite the artist. Love looking at his art. So he definitely draws porn and jerks off to it. But
for sure.
Anyways, let's chat about some exciting stuff. Bert, do you know the store Five Below?
I am familiar with it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I need to talk to you about something.
Fuck. Okay.
So, we have a Five Below in the area, not too far away. And unfortunately, they just really bother me.
Okay, why is that? There's plenty of reasons why they could. I'm curious.
You see, the amount of things I've seen in there that are well beyond $5 really pisses me off.
Yeah, I remember having like that conniption when that realization, I don't know, when I was younger. I'm like, so you're telling me, Ma, I'm sitting in the fucking minivan, I'm like, everything in there's $1 under, or it's like 5 and below, so everything's 5 and less. It's like, no. I'm like, well, so they're lying.
Gay. Do they know that lying's a sin? Like, I really don't understand. Like, how can people like Pepsi get sued for not giving out a jet to somebody that won it as false advertisement? But
here these
Five
fuckers
Below
go.
Is literally, I got it up right now. It is like in 2022 they made $2.848 billion. Okay.
Wow.
So this is a multi-billion-dollar company that is in 43 different fucking states.
Okay.
And they can just get away with just these blatant lies. How is that not false advertising?
That's a good question.
I really want to know how. It's fucking gay. So when I went there, they had a couple of things that were over $5, and I was like, "Oh Lord, oh golly, goodness gracious, great googly moogly!" Like, wow, they really
just counting it on your fingers. You're like, 1 lie, 2 lie,
3 cents, 4 cents. And I'm just really confused. Now they got literal signs in there that say 1, 5, 10, and beyond.
Wow, so they're acknowledging it.
Wow is right. I just don't understand. And I like to think like there's things in there where they're like, yeah, everything's $5 or lower. So then they have things in there that are clearly not worth $5. Like it's worth $1, but then they charge it as $5.
Oh, fuck.
Because, it's Five Below.
It's on the building.
Yeah.
So the building says.
Yeah, that place pisses me off. So, and sometimes it's good to go in there and get like really simple things. Like I wanted a charger for my car and my phone. So a phone charger that I could plug into my car, and I really don't need a fancy fucking wire for that. So snagged one. I think it was like $8 because they're a bunch of fucking liars.
Yeah.
Also, they have self-checkout.
Yeah.
But at least ours does. I don't know if every Five Below does this, but they do it for you. There's no self about it.
Okay.
So it's literally a self checkout with a person standing next to it, and they start scanning
their
the
hand
stuff
held
and
out.
bagging it. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's really
here?
fucking weird. Go away.
Go away.
And it's, I don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna. There's very, boy.
The clientele, is that what you're?
There's a lot of non-conservatives that work there.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Very far away from that. Like if you show them a MAGA hat, they're gonna like have a heart attack, I think. So just like where I'm from, if you show them a Harris sign, they're gonna fucking turn into fire immediately, right? So both sides are in the wrong, but
exactly.
I can tell by where you work and who you're gonna vote for. So to each their own. So not that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, how do you find this many people that subscribe to the same beliefs as you do? Like, is it like a church where you ask them what their beliefs are? Like, do they ask you, who'd you vote for last election? And then answer carefully. Lie if you must.
Yeah. There's one right answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
So there's just a lot going on with this store that I'm not happy with, and I just don't like how they literally their fucking name is Five Below, and the dickheads sell multiple things. Should be 5 and up. Lol.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then at that point it's just a store.
Yeah. Yeah, just call it store. Don't name it after Bert's preferred age range.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
okay.
A few weeks ago you wanted to talk about gay music.
Yeah.
And you said if we're desperate.
Yep.
So
in the moment I currently have maybe 2 things to talk about.
Okay, I'm ready.
No, 3. I think I have 3, but that one in particular is interesting. This is a lot of fun.
Interesting, but it's only need to be brought up if we're desperate.
If desperate. That was because, like, in the moment, I know sometimes you're like, fuck, we got to nail down every single topic we got in here. So I just wanted to put a little asterisk on that one. It's like, we don't need to hit this. If we're at an hour and 45 minutes, please don't make me talk about this stupid shit. But now it's a perfect moment. So I think I mentioned it to you in private, but I was trying to branch out my music taste a little bit. What was it exactly? In the direction...
you're right. This is if you're desperate type of thing.
Yeah. So I know we talked about.
I'm not desperate anymore. Let's talk about something else. Let's be like Rio and be like, nah, we're not talking about that now.
Yeah, nope, not that one.
No thanks.
Next, I'm not interested. Yeah. Yawning in the background. It's kind of like, why would anybody like black coffee? It's literally just bitter and gross. But you drink it enough, and then you're kind of like, okay, I guess I can. I'm starting to taste.
Well, Tater, that's like saying, how
stuff.
can you eat that ice cream when it just kills your stomach and gives you just the grossest shits? Well, maybe it's because not everybody fucking deals with the exact same thing that you have to deal with, Bert. Maybe people have different taste buds than you white fucking gay American.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with that in mind, tastes, what was I saying? The coffee. Oh yeah. You kind of can learn to enjoy things. And I thought I would do this with country music.
Oh,
why?
Boy.
I don't know why. Well, okay, I know why.
It's probably because Post Malone's making country music, so you decided to give it a try.
Yeah, he had that one tune that I thought was pretty good.
That's exactly why. Yep, cool. And that's why I fucking assume shit with you, because I'm right.
So I thought that one.
Anytime you say like, how do you know this? I'm gonna be like, Post Malone, country music.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say to you.
That's it. And everybody will know exactly what you're talking about. It's like,
you will at least.
I will 100%. So
real quick, Bert today flat out told me he didn't read what I sent him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like reading. Like, you asked me 3 questions that were very specifically answered.
Uh-huh.
You were like, do you want these 3? And I said, No, I said I want something like those. This is actually the exact thing that I want.
Yeah, you don't want to know
And
how
then
many
you were
times
like,
I reread
oh, it made
that.
a lot more sense after you said you wanted to print it. And then I went up and replied to saying, I'm going to print these.
The funniest part of this whole thing is I was angry at first. I'm like, how the fuck does he expect me to know what the fuck he wants? And then I read it over again. I'm like, okay, before I get angry, let's just
let's
read
How does he
this.
expect me to know what he wants as I give him very specific fucking bullet points on what to do?
I'm like, dude, if he's gonna have me fucking sketch up an entire playbook for him, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, I was literally just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna print it out and I'm gonna fucking do everything. So I'm like, oh fuck, okay, cool, neat.
Yeah, we're talking about my flag football thing that I coach, so I actually forgot we can chat about that. So go ahead and tell us this fucking fabulous story about your journey through country music.
Yeah, so this tune, I just pulled it up. What it's called? It's the fucking his Goofy Ah, Post Malone's Goofy Ah song with Morgan Wallen, and I hear Morgan Wallen's name. There was just like a influx of stimuli. I was overstimulated. I was like, holy shit, Morgan Wallen. I heard this guy's a fucking weird honky piece of shit. He makes bad music. So then I look him up. After I enjoyed his collab with Post Malone, and I look him up. First of all, he does not match his voice at all. His voice is like a very like cartoony, over the top, like goofy hillbilly. And then you see him and you're like, oh, that looks like I was gonna say from our fantasy football league, but I'm kidding. That looks
I'm literally sitting here texting somebody, and then you said that, and they're like, oh.
yeah. But
fucking Bucky Barnes from the MCU, dude, just here's his trigger word and gets horny.
You're like, oh, what the hell? But so that was the first thing that kind of tripped me off. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's young. I'm like, damn, that's cool. So he's got hype behind him. So then I start listening to his fucking music, and like you say, it's all just like some fucking cringe ass stereotypical shit. I'm like, okay, this is horrible. And then I went on to another song. I think I ended up driving one of my buddies around, and he's like, oh, you like this kind of music? And I'm like, yeah, I like this kind of music. And he's like, damn, I got a fucking bunch of recommendations for you. And
you told your buddy that you liked country music?
No, I think it was the Calio, that Way Down We Go fella.
I know who Calio
is. I'm a fan of this guy quite a lot. And I was playing it, and he's like, oh, you like this kind of music? I'm like, damn, yeah, whatever. I'll fucking send you some other shit. So he sends me the other shit, and the other shit's not bad. It's, who is it? This have you heard of Wetzel?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Well, I listened to...
I said I don't know. Perhaps.
Okay. Well, I'm going to continue.
He just goes, okay, so no.
Well, darn. So, okay, so next.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, doesn't matter if you did or not.
And my favorite thing is throughout this entire thing, I'm always like, oh, damn, this one's actually pretty good. And then I add it to my songs or whatever. And then I text my brother. I'm like, hey, you're a hick. Is this guy cringe or is this guy Tool? And then almost every single time they're cringe. And I'm like, fuck. And then I listen to his other songs, and it's a bunch of like fucking stupid hick trash. Like I'm getting drunk with my buddies and crashing my truck. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. But yeah, I think the moral of the story is like, I end up liking a lot of songs that artists, it's like the one song that they have kind of thing. Like I don't like their body of work. I always like the one thing where it's like, it's a country guy who's like gone into rock or something. And I'm like, damn, this is cool. And then I go and look at any of their other shit, and I'm like, this sucks fucking balls. Mm-hmm. So I guess what really ended up happening is I ran into like that 4 times. I'm like, damn, I might like country music. What the hell? And then I started listening to it, and I'm like, nope, no, I don't. This is bad. So that was neat. And it's also kind of gay because like one of the songs that my buddy sent me is like kind of like a cutesy sad song or something. And now I think of him whenever I listen to the song, but I'm like, yo, it's kind of a banger. But then I listen to it and I'm like, this is gross. And Anything else?
So you liked one song and then you listen to their other stuff and it turns out you actually don't like it?
Yeah, I don't.
That's the
I think it's
moral of
just
the
like
story.
an anomaly. You know, I like the 5 and below things, but everything in the store is like $100. I'm like, this is fucking dog shit. False advertising. I was pissed.
Well, that happens to me sometimes to where I will like check out other people's stuff and I end up hating them and it ends up like tainting that one song
Yeah,
that I even liked to begin with.
Yep.
So
that happens a lot.
That scares me. Another thing with me too is I don't know. I think when it just comes to music, I'm not very observant.
Right.
It blows my fucking mind how many songs I've listened to because I'm very specific with my playlist and Spotify. Like I have just my Elvis playlist and then I have all of my other favorite songs outside of Elvis in another playlist. And then as time goes on, I'm adding more music to each of these playlists, whether it be a new Elvis song I like or a new song I find on Spotify that goes into like my all-time faves. Yeah. I have more than just those two playlists, but when I go into my all-time favorites, when I really look at who sings these or who's behind these songs, it blows my mind how many are by the same fucking person.
Yeah.
There's this guy that I really fucking like, and he I'm still just blown away. Like finally, like I attached like a name to his voice. I'm like, you know what? This guy's put out a couple of songs I like. I'm really gonna I think, I'm going to add him to my Spotify, like him.
You're going to follow him.
Yeah, like I'm going to follow him. And then I go through his profile. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Cool. I have 18 liked songs.
I literally have half his fucking songs already on here.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe
that.
Another song by a different band that I really, really fucking like is I just found out a song that I literally found on Spotify back when I got Spotify, like in 2017 or 2018, whatever it was. And it's by them. Just blew my fucking mind. Like I literally had this experience like when I was in Vegas or something.
Wow.
When I heard that song and I was like, and then I looked at the singer of that song and I was like, holy shit, that's like one of my top bands on Spotify. So
it's pretty funny.
It blows my mind the amount of times that's happened. Like I said, like, you know what? I actually like this guy. I like a couple of his new things here. I'm going to go follow him. And then, like you said, there's literally 18 fucking songs that I already have saved on there.
Yeah.
So
what the fuck?
I couldn't fucking believe it. I don't even know how you say his goddamn name.
Help.
It is Nombe.
Nope.
Nombe?
Nambi, something, yeah.
And it's N-O capital M capital B-E. I don't. Oh. So it's capital N lowercase o capital M capital B-E. Nambi.
Weird.
Yep.
I wonder if it's coded.
Yeah. Maybe it's Nambi. I don't know. But
oh, that's like the BB no money. BBNO money or dollar sign.
BB.
Yeah, that's what he calls himself. BB no money.
BB.
Exactly. You 100% heard his music too, which is the funny part.
It's
like fuck.
So yeah, no, that it's blown my mind how much how long I've already been listening to somebody. That's happened quite a few times actually, and it makes me itch.
Yeah.
And also on music, Boy with Uke is releasing his final album in November.
Yeah.
We're not really sure what the fuck that means, but I'm pretty sure it means he is officially dropping the Boy with Uke mantra and just going out on his own now. Like he's no longer going to
That'll be neat. Or maybe not neat, I guess, depending. I know you liked the vibe he gave off before, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I really like his music, but I'm not really the biggest fan of him as an individual.
Yeah.
He just comes off as very like, I don't know, like this is just how he comes off. I'm not saying he is any of these, but for how annoyed he seems over his fans and over his music and stuff like that, kind of as a put off. Like, he'll say stuff like, oh, you don't have any idea how much you all fucking mean to me. And then his next post on Twitter will say, I love all of you guys, but can you please shut the fuck up at my concerts when I'm trying to do a monologue, please? I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's insane.
And then there was like a video of him like being all mad at his producers or something like that, or his record company. So he was saying like, fuck you guys and fuck Mexico for setting up a bad stage and all of that shit. And then like the next day he had to go and apologize to like the Mexican people. Crazy. It's like he's one of those guys where like just once I would like to make a song that I like. He's one of those types of people.
Oh, that's the best to hear.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I kind of liked it, but okay.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. And, oh, you're one of those guys that hates everything he watches or makes, or I should say, and things like that. And every time, like, I see him, he always just looks so, like, bored and annoyed. And, like, he just wants to go sleep all day or something. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I really liked him when he kept the fucking mask on.
Yeah.
So, but I think he was very much pinned in a corner when he did that and didn't have as much creative liberty as he wanted, and he got the fuck out of there by making his last album. And then curious to see what he'll do. I'm sure I'll still like his music. He's got a very good voice, and I love his sound, but he's, I don't know.
Got an attitude.
Yeah, he's a little teenager that needs to be adjusted.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. Anyways, country music still sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I gave it a chance. I gave it a good old college try.
Yeah, nope. It's
irredeemable.
It's not my thing at all.
Nah.
I can't stand the newer stuff. Posty has some cool stuff here and there, but even that is super fucking generic.
Yeah.
If it didn't have Post Malone's name on it, you wouldn't fucking give two shits about it.
No, it's just kind of neat hearing, I guess, his voice in a slightly different.
I mean, it is neat, but at the end of the day, I don't really listen to things because they're neat.
Yeah, I mean, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Who knows? He's
also not like a country person. Like, look at the fucker.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like yeah. He steps into I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like a fucking, I walk into church and then I burst into flames. It's like he steps into a turbo diesel and his fucking jacket starts on fire. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, stupid. I don't know. I do applaud him for going to a different genre. I know we talked about back in the day how people would sing all sorts of genres of music, and nowadays you don't really see people doing that much anymore. So usually when they go, they stay.
A lover of music or whatever. Seems to be that type of fella.
I guess. I don't know if I would say that. I don't know that about him, but
I thought I've seen a lot of stuff about him being a very musical person. He does the fucking piano.
I think most fucking musicians are.
Well, I know, but
kind of a weird thing to say. Michael Jordan's just a lover of basketball.
Yeah, no, it's like some singers at least are more focused, but
no, I'm not talking about it from that perspective. I mean it from branching out and trying something completely new. Right. From a business perspective too, not just collabing or anything, like very much going into a different genre. So I respect it. It has nothing to do with him. He sounds great. I just fucking don't care about country music at all. There's a couple of songs in there that I like. The older country stuff, like stuff from like 2010 before, I think sounds really cool. And it's from people that genuinely live that lifestyle. You see like the CMAs, the Country Music Awards, ceremonies throughout the years. You literally see it from like the fucking 80s, and it literally looks like Farmer Pete out there walking up to get an award with his fucking fiddle and his pan on his head. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah.
There was one fucking song by, I saw one on TikTok where it was Alan Jackson won something. It was, what the fuck was it? Something Hoochie Mama.
Okay.
No, what the fuck was it? God damn it. Now I got to put this in my fucking Google search history. And it's literally some fucking like boot scootin' boogie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thing. What the fuck was it for back in the 90s? Music video. What the fuck? I don't know. He won something.
Sure.
Luke Combs. Nope. I need to go older. I gotta fucking...
Yeah, I had an image in my mind of all these fucking big country guys, and then I see him and I listen to him and I'm like, boy.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I like how I'm clicking on this. Like it says in 1993, he won a single, and I click on it, and then it takes me to 2024, and then I have to hit click see full list. I am literally dragging my toes against the carpet now.
Fuck.
Oh my fucking God. Country music, what is happening? All right, well, you're not winning this. Google. I am. Where were you when the world stopped turning? Nope, that's not it. Let's just do, you can probably cut this out. Alan Jackson best songs. It's Coochie.
Yeah. Dude, when I actually figured out that was the name of that fucking song, that blew my goddamn mind.
Literally Coochie.
Yeah, I thought it was a meme. I saw some fucking dumbass
cover, and it was
under
Coochie.
Yeah, I saw a fucking a meme of Bobby Hill singing that shit with like a whole bunch of dumbass King of the Hill people.
So
in the background, I'm like, there's no way.
This is why I fucking was stubborn with Google, because I knew this was a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So going back to musical lyrics, well, way down yonder on the Coochie, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. And it won an award. And literally, Alan Jackson looks like he just fucking got done throwing knives at the wall with Arthur Morgan. And then went and fucking won Single of the Year for Coochie.
That is fucking...
What is a...
He does too, goddamn.
Yeah, it does. What is a
Coochie?
Coochie is a river flowing south from North Georgia along part of the boundary between Alabama and Georgia. Well, that's a lot fucking more depressing. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, you watch him walk up, he's got his fucking flannel tucked in with his white fucking cowboy hat on. And he's accepting it. Now you have literally a bunch of beautiful looking Calvin Klein models with a nice southern accent walking up, getting fucking Country of the Year, and then he goes and puts it in a bunch of cowgirls' butts afterwards. I'm not a fan of it.
It's just fucked up.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
I get pissed off when I talk about country music, so it's time to move on. You done with your stupid fucking topic?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyways, bring it back a little bit.
Calm me down. News.
I love flag football, and yours truly, Burger from Burton Burger, that's correct, is officially a coach for a YMCA youth flag football league. I don't think I talked about this on the podcast.
I don't think so.
I've talked about it on stream, so if you have not checked it out on stream, go do it. Please and thanks. You get a little secrets.
Yeah, do it.
But, yeah, I'm officially a youth flag football coach for grades 4th through 5th. I think it's like 10 to 11-year-olds. Too old for Bert. But
all right.
I'm officially the coach for him. We had our first game last week, and we're 1-0.
Oh, no big deal.
You say losses first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nope. We kicked ass. I don't know. Couple of things with this. So I've wanted to volunteer for the community for a while now, but I've always wanted it to be something I enjoy doing. I know it's kind of backwards for volunteering. You're supposed to do it out of the kindness of your heart, but fuck you. I want to have fun too.
If both of us can win, listen.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
if
not
we
gonna go out
both
and
can
fucking
get
scrape
head,
gum. Yeah,
why
exactly.
wouldn't we? I don't understand why I can't. And the homeless man.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You're more likely
Win-win.
to keep with something too if you enjoy it, by the way. But I remember I just randomly looked up like flag football stuff in the area, and also where we're from, the sports community is just not big at all.
Ass.
It's terrible here. Outside
It's in
of the,
school and that's it.
Yeah, and even in school, no one gives a shit. I remember when I was in college, when I played football for my college team, like other teammates were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my high school and watch the game. They got a big rivalry weekend this week, so we're gonna go check it out." And I'm like, "Who gives a fuck? It's your high school." I would never fucking go home to go watch my high school team play. Maybe it's because we would lose like 64 to fucking nothing every goddamn week. I don't know.
Probably.
But who gives a shit? And that's when I realized high school sports are a very big deal outside of our little bubble that we grew up in. So, I am trying to make flag football a bit bigger of a deal in our area. And I'm going to start by really putting it in these kids' minds about how fun this fucking sport is. But first, I got to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. So, anyways, I found...
Yeah, exactly. As you just fucking lead them nose first and fucking last in the division.
Yep, exactly. So like, we're working on it. So I reached out to the lady that runs the YMCA and been here before where email this person or this company for more questions. And I do that. And the amount of fucking times I never hear from anybody ever fucking again is insane.
Oh, great.
You know, it's just like, contact us here. Like, you fucking jack these. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Email Bezos directly at Amazon. He'll get back with you shortly, I'm sure.
Shortly.
There goes my identity. Nice.
Cool.
So I reach out, send her an email. Not too bad looking of a woman, by the way, but I digress.
Yeah.
Not as beautiful as you, baby. Don't worry. Okay. She actually emails me back. Couldn't fucking believe it.
That's huge.
My fucking shoes flew off. You know, like they do in cartoons.
Damn.
Shot straight out. And end up getting her number so we can text a little bit easier instead of email. And we talked on the phone for a bit too. And she's like, yeah, usually our coaches are parents of one of the kids on the team. I'm like, well, I ain't got any of them.
Well, it's going to be about 9 months
before
that happens.
Yeah, so. Seriously. If that's all it takes, then you got to give me 9 months here.
Listen, I'll find somebody.
Yeah. I got someone lined up.
Home. Yeah, exactly.
But she's like, yeah, so we have K through 1, 2nd and 3rd graders, and 4th and 5th graders. Those are the groups we have available. And honestly, 4th and 5th graders are the ones that I have the hardest time filling up for coach roles. Would you be interested in those? And I'm like, honey, I wouldn't fucking do it if it was any younger.
Yeah. You mean basically, yeah, this thing just fucking plopped out.
Yeah.
What the hell is this thing
I
going to do with a
teach fucking football
head?
to kids that are out there eating fucking dandelions?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm all set.
They're still shitting their pants.
No thanks.
Like, what the fuck?
And honestly, 4th and 5th is pretty fucking tight. Or 3rd and 4th, I should say, is pretty tight. But
yeah,
I'll go with it. So She says, yeah, no, people are just a little bit nervous about coaching it because they think it's more complicated because they're older, but it's really not. Like, now you just have to teach them, like, what a quarterback is and maybe, like, what a route is or something like that. I'm like, okay, so I'm fucking talking to blockheads. I understand.
Yeah, exactly. Like, cool, so I'm going to have to literally hold their hands.
Yeah, well, the night before our first game, I'm, like, sweating, staring at the ceiling, like, okay, everybody. Do you know what a quarterback does? He throws the football. Yeah, these little assholes have all played flag football, I found out. And the one that hasn't is very fucking familiar with football. So she was wrong. And secondly, like one kid was like, oh, yeah, in real football, the center has to report as eligible if he wants to catch a pass. I'm like, holy fuck.
My cousin Bert learned that last month.
Yeah, I'm like, I thought I was going to have to teach you what a fucking line of scrimmage was.
Yeah, downs.
Yeah.
Boy.
And it's just weird. And then, but then it's kind of weird because then, like, walking over to the field, kid comes up to me and they're like, is there any kicking in this?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Junior, there
Okay.
ain't. But anyways, another thing, well, but I was all excited for this, but the one thing that really bothered me about flag football, and I think I told you this, is I did my background check, passed it, flying colors, fake ID worked. Well,
exactly.
And I passed, I did the concussion thing where you just have to learn how to spot a concussion. And they're like, great, see you Tuesday. I'm like rubbing my hands together, like, okay. So
get my
how many kids are on the field at one time?
Just all questions. Hey, here's a better question. I know you're asking me if I'm qualified to teach these kids, but do you know what's going on?
Yeah. So like, I know there's a center.
The fuck are you?
Yeah, I know there's a center. Does this center have to snap the ball to his legs? Like, like, are there apples? Like when we blitz the car, like, what the fuck are the rules? Somebody. No, you're fine. You'll figure it out. There ain't nothing more in this world I dislike than when I'm put in a position of power and I don't know what to do. I don't like that at all.
It's the worst.
I hate it. Where someone comes to me for a question and I don't know the answer to it, dislike it.
Yep.
Not a fan. So,
like, boy, this is fun. I know about as much as you, Buster.
My grandma goes, well, I'm sure there's somebody there you can ask for help. No, Grams, you don't understand. I am the person that they come to ask for help.
I am the one who knocks burgers.
Yeah, literally. I'm the one that knocks here, Grams, okay?
Listen, Skylar.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm like thinking about all of these things, and they kept saying it's the West Fields. West Fields. I'm like, west of what?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
What's the center?
Okay, yeah. What is it like? West of town?
West of California?
Part of town, yeah. So she gives me the address and all this shit, and she said there were supposed to be 6 people out there when there was actually 7, and she said the center needed to snap the ball through his legs, but that wasn't fucking true. I end up going there, and I don't even know where my kids are that I'm supposed to be coaching for. We're the Rams, by the way. It's sponsored by the NFL, so I got old Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nakua out there. Fucking Aaron Donald at D-tackle.
Yeah.
And I found some kids with a Rams jersey on, so I go up and start talking to them, and there's a dad there. That's like, oh, I coached them last year. If you have any questions, just let me know, blah, blah, blah.
Flexing.
Yeah, I'm like flicking his Peter, like, get the fuck out of here. But, yeah, I, we start going through some drills and stuff like that. I found the kiddos throwing the balls around, and one kid, this chubby bastard, is trying to tell me, like, I think we should run plays now. Buster, get the fuck away. at first, dude, like I'm all like, oh, okay. Yeah. You think we should run plays? Okay, let's do that. What do you think we should do? And the dad's showing me plays and okay, yeah, that's a great play. Week 2, not happening.
No.
I think we should run plays. Lap.
Yeah, exactly. Push-ups until I say stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody,
Here's
shut up. Rope. Shut up. Okay, you're done. Nope. Hey, green team, we're done. We're done. No flag. No flag today. Automatic win. I got kids that don't want to be here. Bye.
Yep. Cool.
Let me get a little bit fucking more mouthy.
Perfect.
Got it
too.
Yeah, well, I'm going to. But at first, I was just like, "Oh, yeah, that's true. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay." So, anyways, we just did some drills and we went and played the game, and I didn't really have any fucking plan of attack. Really, no plays just yet. That's where you come in, Bert. But I was just like, let's just worry about lining up and what a quarterback does and things like that. Well, like I said, all of these kids have played before pretty much. So that I was lied to about that.
It's an oof.
Yep. That's a fucking incorrect fact. And the coach the dad is like, coach, you got to try this with them. This works every time. And it was a double reverse. Said, okay, so I'm trying to fucking like teach these kids how to do this while the play clock is ticking.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so now you see why I needed some play sheets here. And every time we ran that play, we got no yardage. So I want to be like, sit the fuck down, smoke your goddamn cigarettes, drink your fucking water.
Yeah,
in
let
quotation
me do my
marks.
job here.
Your water. You can smell on your breath, dickhead. Let me fucking coach these kids to a championship.
Exactly.
Fucking, that play's gay.
I didn't come here to play. I came here to win.
So I am going to incorporate the reverse into the play, but not because he told me to. I'm switching it up a little bit. Yeah, anyways, ended up getting some pick sixes, and one of our chicks fucking picked off their quarterback. That was cool. They did have a little fucking deep tutty on us, though. Girl went up and snagged it and fucking ran it for like 60 yards. I was pretty impressed. They got themselves a Justin Jefferson, I guess.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah.
Sabotage that kid.
She had some wheels. But
yikes.
Yeah, we ended up getting a dub, and the one kid wanted to blitz the quarterback. And I was like, okay, how about both of you guys blitz? So we'll have 2 people blitzing. Because I didn't want to tell the one kid no that wanted the blitz. I was being nice. I was like, can you go back into coverage? He's like, no, I want to blitz. I'm like, okay, you guys blitz together then. Then the dad told his kid, hey, you don't have to blitz if you already have one person blitzing. Kid literally points at me and says, he told me to. I literally almost said to the dad, no, he wanted to. I'm like, I'm about to literally get into a fucking like, nuh-uh with the 10-year-old here.
You're like, this was a bad idea.
I almost did too. Boy, that would have fucking looked cool.
That'd be fucking
Bit
so
my tongue.
Good.
Bit my tongue on that one. So,
that son of a bitch.
Scored a couple of touchdowns. This one kid says, I do not want to play quarterback. I'm not good. Throws tutty. Next play.
Like, all right, that's your new position for the year.
Nice. So, yeah, now, next week, I am coming with a plan. I'm going to have a clipboard now. I'm going to be one of them coaches.
Hell yeah.
And this is where I had Bert help me out. I had Bert make the formation where the positions are going to be, like where my wide receivers are going to be, where my center, where my quarterback, running back are going to be. And then that's it. Just a black and white picture. Because then what I'm going to do is print off a bunch of those. And then I am going to hand draw the routes. Because my handwriting's already atrocious.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm writing with my left hand. No, my left foot with the fucking crayon between my toes when I write. This is bad. So I'm like, okay, at least if the base formation can look perfect, which Bert went above and beyond to do that. Didn't ask you to do what you did, but appreciate it. Fuck.
I was sitting in my car doing laundry. So.
Yeah, Bert's like, I'm going to throw it into Premiere and do this and do that. And it lines things up. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
If you want, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sent me a couple of copies and we figured it out. I'm glad my blank template was good enough to get the point across for you, Bert.
Yeah, I was fucking beyond lost.
Yeah. I'm like, just make this, but please make it look like a fucking 9-year-old didn't make it. Because you could like see the circles were all uneven and shit. And they were like cutting the letters off and everything.
Like, it didn't look that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what my lady said. And then I'm like, well, it's because look at this, you know. This looks like a dink did it. So,
yeah.
So I'm going to print a bunch of those off. And I'm teaching them a little bit more of the fundamentals of football. So instead of saying just wide receiver, we're going to get into breaking it down a little bit. So the Z receiver, the X receiver, the Y receiver, also the tight end. And then I just said slot, as you know, just to kind of do that. Quarterback, running back, center. That's it. So every time before we go on offense, we're going to take the field. I'm going to face the kids. And I'm going to say, all right, who's going to be center? You? Perfect. What about my quarterback? You? Got it. Running back? X, Z, Y, slot. Okay. Listen, fuckers. Those are your positions this drive. We're not switching positions. That is where you are this entire drive. We are not switching. So no more. Can I be running back? Can I be quarterback? Can I be center? Can I be wide receiver? Can I be running back? Can I get the ball here? You wanted this position. You're going to be it. And
I'm going to be relying on you, Timmy.
Yep.
If you fuck this up, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, too, is it is just YMCA ball. It's not high school or middle school or any school-related thing. So you literally can put anybody at any position. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody wants to be quarterback, they can. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Who wants to be quarterback? You? Okay, fine. And then we'll just kind of go forward from there.
Right.
And we're not switching it, by the way. This is it. You're going to be Z the entire time. Then
ain't gonna change.
I'm going to pick the plays. So I'm going to flip my notebook over and I'm going to go find a run play or a pass play. And then I'm going to flip it over and show them the play. All right, whoever said my X says, look at the fucking letter and look at what the arrow's telling you to do.
That's it.
When I was showing it to my lady, she's like, I think this is going to be too complicated for kids. I'm like, okay, you're already failing this, okay? It's something I'm teaching 10 and 11-year-olds. Look at the letter. Do what it tells you to do. Yeah, she says, okay, go straight and take right. That's it. She's like, well, what's that cube? You're already failing the mission.
Yeah, don't think about that. You are X.
Yeah, just do what X says. Go straight and then 10 yards and take a right. Well, how far is 10 yards? 10 steps, I guess. Just go 10 and turn. That's it.
She's finding all the holes before you actually get out there. It's like, no, this is good. This is good.
They're like, Coach, you want me to hit that on 10 or 12? Because if I go 10, I can be a little bit quicker on that, but 12, we can get more yards on it. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Golly.
I don't fucking care. Yeah. So I'm also going to keep track of what little fuckers are sitting out and which ones aren't. Nobody wants to sit out.
Yeah, why is that? You just have more players than you need?
Well, it's called backup spurt and substitutes. And
how many is it?
Oh, it's 7 on the field, and we have 9 on the team. So
okay.
I have 2 people sitting out at all times, and
I see.
Nobody wanted to sit out. So now what I'm going to do with my fucking clipboard, I got all 9 names, and I'm going to pick 2 random people, and they're sitting out that drive. They're going to come back in on the other drive, and they will not sit out again until the entire team sits out. That simple.
Oh, perfect.
Nice and fucking simple. Not doing this line bullshit no more.
Mm-hmm.
One kid was like, I just sat out. And I was literally getting ready to grab him by his fucking ear and drag him off the sideline.
Yeah.
I'm like, the ref is about to throw a flag on us. Stand on the sideline and I'll get you in on the next fucking play, please.
Like, just fucking
stand right here for 1 goddamn second. Then fucking other team's ass and just throws it into the dirt. Okay, now go out there and I'll take somebody else out. See how fucking simple that was? Mouthy little shit. was losing my voice too, and I don't know everybody's name. So I just kept saying, Rams, blue. And I was standing there, and my entire team was on the left side of the field guarding the left side. And there's 3 receivers on the right side, unguarded, nobody in front of them. Like, you know how Madden will glitch out and just not fucking put somebody on somebody sometimes? Like, there's literally no one standing in front of them. So you switch it to a go route, and it's the easiest 90-yard touchdown you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
There's 3 people on the right side with nobody in front of them. And then one kid's like, no, I was. And I'm like, you're fucking safety playing 15 yards back. What the fuck are you going to do with 3 people in front of you?
It's like, what the fuck?
God, shut the fuck up, Bert. Okay, I get it. God, that is such a Bert thing to say. No, I was over here. Okay, so, and I don't know their names. So I'm like, Blue, Rams, hello. And they hiked the ball. They threw it in fucking dirt anyways. It didn't matter. But I'm like, gosh. I'm literally looking over and I see 3 yellow jerseys. Nobody in fucking front of them.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you fucking double teaming everybody on the right side?
That's awesome.
So...
Like, this isn't going to work, by the way. Did somebody's dad tell you to do this?
Yeah. Somebody's dad can come do it. Hand him the fucking bucket hat.
Done.
You can take
These
it.
kids are dumb.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I was scouting a little bit afterwards. I went and watched the 6:30 game, and boy, the New Orleans Saints have a kid that has some crazy abilities, let's say. He's good. Like I said, I'm like, I'd give next year's first rounder and our starting corner for him or something. Can't wait to go against them.
Fuck.
So, but we won at least one game more than I thought we were going to get. So,
yeah, hell yeah. That's fucking awesome.
I don't know. We shall see, but got to stockpile these volunteer hours for probation somehow. So
yeah. It's just a form of goodwill before
yeah
inevitably fuck something up.
Yep, I'll get yelled at eventually.
Yeah,
I'm sure of it. But that's how our game went.
My lawyer
we got another game this week. We didn't get around to it last week because of Rio being on the pod.
Fuck, you're right.
But let's get back to the fan favorite guessy game time. So while Bert pulls up his list and give you guys a quick rundown on what the fuck guessy game is. Basically, we go on the YouTube channel Watch Data and we find some kind of video that they make and we either just read the results to one another or try to have the other person guess the results. And before, it was just to see how many you could get right. But now, as we've done this for many episodes now, it's kind of like, how bad can we shit on Watch Data? Because some of this shit just doesn't make sense, and I don't think it's right.
It's insane.
This episode's literally just pointing out lies.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all it is.
It is. Yeah.
So, what do you got for us this week?
Shit. This week, I have... Fuck, how are we going to do this? So, I have... Oh, shit. I forgot I have to turn this into a fucking game. All right, we've done this format in the past. I'm going to mix all these up, and I'm going to have you give them back to me in the correct order.
Okay.
The topic of this week's lesson from Watch Data, courtesy of Watch Data, is the most painful activities. So activities that are painful for people. They worded it like jackasses, so I tried to defucculate it, and it's still gibberish. So, yeah, painful things that you can experience. So, I forgot exactly how we did this before. Did I just run through the whole list and then...
Bert, it sounds like you're not very prepared. That's what I'm hearing, to be honest with you.
I've had this list for a bajillion years. Fuck.
Oh, cool. You're not ready. Nice.
No, I have it. It's all ready, but... This is retarded. Wait, no, it doesn't have to be a game. I can just tell you.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know why it has to be a game. I literally said it could be, or you can just read us the information.
Yeah, I can just read you the information. Okay.
Also, I don't know how you would make that into a game. I'm not fucking writing anything down.
Exactly. We did it once before, and it was like weird, but yeah, it doesn't.
I didn't think it was weird. You just fucking did it terribly, and it sounds like you're about to do a gay again. So
I'm just gonna. I guess what we'll do this time is we'll go through it, and then if you have any objections, let me know. I guess.
Objections.
Will be. This is one where, whatever. Objections, yeah, you're like, that's stupid, you shouldn't have even brought that up, or like, that doesn't even make sense. You know, we're gonna shit on them thank you
for giving me permission to do something that we've been doing since episode 1. I appreciate you fucking stalling the goddamn show so we can fucking talk about that part.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna start from least painful to most painful, as per usual. For number 10 of most painful activities you can experience, I have getting a tattoo. This one is something we've both experienced. It's just in general, which I know.
That's not how that works. Where?
On your Peter or something.
Yeah. On my penis is going to be a lot more painful than on my thigh. So what is it? Where?
Yeah. Let's say on your arm.
Okay. Like,
let's say upper
so
arm.
like on the floor then. Like we're watching the floor get tattooed. That's how painful
I said on your arm, didn't I?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Basically, like not even fucking noticing it.
Oh, in comparison to number 1, yeah.
Number 1 should be being burned alive, by the way.
Number 1 is bad. That I don't remember seeing on the list.
Okay, then this is wrong. Throw the list out. I know for a fact I've already looked into this, and it's being burned to death.
Perfect.
Yeah, if it's not even on the fucking list, then
it's probably on there somewhere. I don't remember seeing it, but I just kind of went through and found the things that I thought looked fun. So,
gotcha.
And ranked them. So that's number 10, getting a tattoo. We both experienced it. Mine was pretty bad. I almost passed out at one point. But,
you said it wasn't bad at all until they got to a certain spot.
Yeah. It was like one part that was bad. They did like the fucking stem, and it was just he was pulling a straight line, and then he like went over it again, and I'm like, oh, it feels like he's literally just like fucking cutting me. But
well, that's a different story than you told last time. Guess you're trying to be a cool cat last time.
I definitely was. Yeah, no, I'm
like it's not even bad at all. Really didn't even notice it.
Yeah. I'm afraid to get another one that would be like bigger, because I'm like, I might actually puke or something. But regardless, that's enough chat for this window of number 10. I'm going to go right on to number 9. Number 9, most painful activities you can experience is getting your eyes pepper sprayed. Which I haven't experienced that.
It's kind of hot.
I haven't experienced anything actually above the getting tattooed. So, but yeah, eyes pepper sprayed. That one would suck dick. Have you had anything like that? Like, have you ever touched a pepper and touched your eyes or something? You're like, Jesus Christ! Or like eating hot wings or something, or no.
Gotten shampoo in my eye.
Yeah, that sucks. Listen, that's horrible. So, all right. Number 8. Number 8, most painful activity. Keep in mind, number 9 was getting your eyes pepper sprayed. Number 8 is a piano falling on you from 300 feet in the sky.
300 feet?
That's so arbitrary. Yeah.
Ain't that 100 yards?
Yeah, it is.
So if you turned a football field on its side,
yeah,
and then placed a piano at the top of it, Tom and Jerry style, and clipped the rope, and you literally hear the all the way down.
You would definitely hear it, yeah.
I don't think that would hurt.
I think you would just get like accordion squished.
I think you would just
kind of die.
It's like getting shot point blank from a 50 cal. Like you wouldn't even know you died.
Yeah, a 50 cal the size of a piano. Yeah. No, you would have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they even come up with this. It's like nobody was able to, say, yeah, darn, that sucked. Yeah, that's
I don't
just like
understand how that's a painful thing. Like, ow! Like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
So
I feel like being pepper sprayed would be worse.
I think it probably would be really in grand scheme of things. So number 7 is number 7 most painful activity is drilling through your eyeball. That one I could definitely see that being that one would suck. That one is definitely one you could experience and you'd feel that, and that would suck dick.
You know, I really like how you said you haven't experienced anything besides the tattoo. Knowing dropping a piano from 300 feet was one of them. Thank you for clarifying that. I'm sure all the viewers were fucking on the edge of their seat wondering if that's what happened to you.
Oof.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Drilling into your eye, I feel like there's a lot worser places that you could do that to.
Yeah, I've heard like drilling into bones is bad. Like when you have to donate whatever it's called. I've heard that is like one of the most excruciating things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how sensitive eyes are. Like, I know they're sensitive, obviously, but like...
Yeah, that's like the whole brain thing. It's like, oh, your brain technically doesn't have nerve endings, so you wouldn't feel anything like that. But
no, it's definitely not that, because you do feel pain in the eyes, but...
Yeah. No,
I just feel like getting drilled like in your gums would be a little bit more painful than your eye.
Yeah.
Or like a drill going into your titties and like your nipples wrap around it and like rip off
like
that
spaghetti.
way. Yeah,
like spaghetti on a fork.
Yeah, until they rip off. Where's the devil's itch at on this list, by the way?
I also don't see that one.
Damn, that was bad. Damn. I was watching someone get possessed.
Okay.
It was in a movie.
Elaborate.
It wasn't like walking down the street. And the way like they were standing up, like convulsing in their back, I looked to my honey and I'm like, that's what it felt like to have devil's itch, by the way. That's what it looked like. I was literally convulsing like that.
I look crazy.
Yeah. My mom was like, what the, like, oh, you're such a pussy and shit. And then she saw it in person and she's like, oh, yeah, we better take you to the emergency room.
Your skin was all gray.
Yeah. Like literally like a zombie too. Like just doing all these fucking things while I'm like my hands look like Tua's.
Yeah. Just all fucking convulsed up. You're like, oh boy, here we go.
Okay, so
all right.
Drilling through your eyeball.
Number 6. This one doesn't seem too bad, but I don't know. Number 6 most painful activity is having a plane flying into you at 500 miles per hour.
Okay, next. I'm not doing this.
I love that one too. When has that happened? A. B. I think that person got quote unquote. I've heard this one recently, and I think it's pretty funny. But that person would have gotten crayoned into the ground. Yeah, I don't know where they came up with that one. But the next one, number 5. I've noticed a lot of these are like going back and forth between legitimate and nonsense.
Same.
But number 5, most painful activity is getting your balls stuck in a blender. Maybe not stuck, getting your balls eviscerated inside of a blender.
See, that's another thing. Like, I feel like it's like so instant. Like, I feel like putting them under a rocking chair and then like leaning forward on them and popping them that way would be a lot more painful than them just going straight into atoms.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. I could see that.
Like if you just put someone's ball in your mouth and then just bit into it like a grape. That seems more painful.
That would suck.
Than putting them into a fucking helicopter propeller.
Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, you might as well just scissor them off at that point. It's like, what's the point?
So what's the next fucking Bugs Bunny one?
These are all very Bugs Bunny-esque. Number 4, most painful activity is getting eaten alive by piranhas. Okay. That one is that one's pretty neat. I don't know what to think about that one. We're kind of just in the getting killed instantly kind of thing from here on out. But well, no, not really. Getting killed instantly. Piano fall on you is I don't know what, but yeah, eaten alive by piranhas, that would suck dick.
Sure would.
Yeah. I'm sure that's semi-documented probably. But yeah, so number 3 most painful activity is getting skinned alive.
Okay.
That one, that's a believable.
That's legit.
That's a believable position. Number 3, yeah. That seems almost like it might be the most painful on top of, or maybe behind burning alive. But I could see that'd be a cool, runner-up. But yep. And then this one, I also included this one because it was kind of nonsense and I wanted to tease them for it. But number 2 most painful activity is eaten alive by a polar bear. For some reason, a polar bear is worse than piranhas, I guess. Okay. Even though both of them, it's just like getting eviscerated. But whatever. Maybe polar bears are less generous lovers.
Yeah, this list is gay.
Yeah.
I would have read it and then stopped reading it and went on to a different one.
No, this one is half satirical, half funny. I saw the piano.
Can you imagine me ranking this, by the way, on my own?
Yeah. Yeah. Would piano falling into you and plane flying would probably be like 10 and 9, right?
I don't know.
That's instant.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I would be asking a lot of questions you don't have the answers to.
Yeah, exactly. And then the number 1 most painful activity you can experience is getting your body sawn in half.
Like the chick from Terrifier?
Yeah, supposedly. That's the worst, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Shit list.
Yeah.
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 Bad list. Cool. We're literally just reading random fucking things that fucking 9th graders made up.
This is literally, you're sitting around at the little table at school. You're like, no, this is way worse.
No, imagine this one.
Imagine getting eaten alive by a polar bear.
Yeah, like polar bears are way worse than piranhas.
Than piranhas, dude. Bears are scary. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I strike once again.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate because they ask some really fucking interesting questions that I feel like there's answers out there for. And
yeah. You get to the end and you're like, I know for a fact that's wrong. I don't know where you got your research, but good one.
Yeah, it has to be some Family Feud thing where they just fucking have a bunch of options out there and people just vote.
Yeah, it's something like that, or it's like some
this
AI
ain't
thing
being done in
the
lab.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an AI thing because you've been around for a while before AI was really popping.
True, unless it's like another options like the fucking dumbass BuzzFeed shit.
Google.
They seem a little BuzzFeed-ish.
They seem a little queerish.
That's true also. Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit.
Nah. It's a little fucked up, my dude.
One last thing I want to talk about is if you go to our movie section here on the Discord, somebody's been listening to Bert and Burger.
They really have.
Discussing film on X, formerly known as Twitter, says The Chosen, a series about the life of Jesus Christ, will be turning into a cinematic universe. A Joseph limited series, a 3-season Moses series, an Acts of the Apostle series, a Jesus animated series that follows Jesus's interactions with children in the wild, starring Paul Walter Hauser. So, if you remember way back when,
Yeah.
I always said, how is there not a Bible cinematic universe like the MCU where
The
it
BCU.
has, yeah, and the JCU, the Jesus Christ universe. I always thought that would be a really fucking cool idea where they make a movie universe literally based off of books of the Bible, and but it's like made very fucking dramatically, like Interstellar or Oppenheimer or something like that. Kind of thing.
Yeah, because there's a lot of interesting stuff in there.
Sure is.
Like some crazy fucking stories.
Sure is. And I really don't understand why every Bible or Christian movie that's been made is like VeggieTales-esque, where it looks like it would be something shown in Sunday school and that's it. When, as Joey once said, former guest of the show, there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens in there. It's true.
Yep.
Lots of crazy stuff happens there. And I think you could tell a hell of a story on it. Like I said, the script's already written.
It's there.
And
just need a little bit of, camera.
Yeah, and I really do think they could make something like that. And it looks like they might be going in that direction. However, I feel like this is still very Sunday school-esque. But
yeah,
there is, I'll have to show you some clips on it, but there is a TikTok profile called the AI Bible, I think it's called, where it'll say like how people think angels look like, and it'll show like really generic pictures of the angels, and then it'll say versus how the Bible actually describes them, and then it shows like these interstellar-esque visuals, kind of like those videos you sent me where you're like, I didn't even know my phone could go to this kind of quality.
Yeah, exactly.
With like really,
it's like, holy shit,
deep music behind it and shit like that. I'll have to show it to you. And I'm like, this is what they fucking need to make a movie off of. Like, I think that would be really fucking cool. And I think all you would have to say at the beginner is have a disclaimer saying, like, we try to stay as close to the original source as possible and took some liberties for storytelling purposes.
Yeah.
But we're taken within the culture and time in mind to make it as close to the real thing as we could. So as in maybe and where if there's an example of one person is in one town and then they're in another town in the next verse, the movie would show them traveling to that town, whereas that travel isn't talked about in scripture. So it's maybe there's some dialogue going on there. Now, of course, they would stay as close to the source as they can. They're not going to have fucking Jesus riding a golf cart to the next town or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
unless,
so I really think they could do it. I really don't understand why that's not a thing. God and Jesus have been portrayed in cinema multiple times. Mel Gibson made a movie where Jesus got very fucking crucified.
Yeah, heard about that one.
Yup. So not sure what's stopping them from doing this kind of shit. And I think they just make it hand in hand, like with other, like, I don't know, biblical scholars and pastors and preachers and everything there, helping them make the fucking movies just like they do with anything else. So, yeah, you're just telling the stories through a movie. It's not like making a God of War game in Christianity and you watch them fucking fight and kill famous biblical characters. I think that would be a little overboard.
Yeah, there's a right way to do it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, they it's official. They are making the cinematic universe.
That is wild.
That's what I said they should fucking do. I said that, and they've been listening. So whoever you are listening to BnB,
yeah,
this is it. I mean, and I really think they could just do it from what the writings say. You don't have to turn it into a church lesson or anything like that. Like, literally just portray the story. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, people can do with it as they will. So,
yeah, no, there's definitely like it would have to be done the right way, you know. It's like there has been a lot of stuff that has been done. Obviously, it's just
it's usually very cheesy and it's off like a $10,000 budget or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just put Robert Downey Jr. in it and fuckers and everything else. So,
yeah, exactly. The MCU twice.
Yeah, still pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's called lazy casting. Okay, well, anyways, that is episode 145 of the Burton Burger podcast. Thank you. 145. Well, 245.
Golly, I wasn't going to catch that.
Lol.
Fuck.
Lol. 100 episodes ago. Damn. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to this EP of the BnB podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. And as always, it's just comedy. So calm down.
Chill it out. Peace.
Peace and thank you. And don't forget to check us out on Twitch. We stream on Twitch every Monday and Wednesday. So make sure you come by and say hi to your cuzzies. We'd love to see you there. But until then, we shall see all of you lovely folks in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Gooby.
Bye-bye. Gooby, actually? Gooby, yeah, Gooby. Goodbye.
Well, way down yonder on the shad of Coochie, it gets hotter than a Hoochie Coochie.